Hi, this is Nate Voices, and I'm back with another video. The topic I wanted to discuss today is called the art of patience. Also, if you guys hear stuff upstairs, someone just moved in, so sorry. But this is a huge lesson I've been learning, especially within myself. And I'm gonna just talk about my experience, and then, of course, go into examples and stuff like that. But what this has been teaching me, and what life has been teaching me about the things that I want, is that I'm going to be made to wait for certain things that I want, because at the time that I'm wanting it, I'm not where I'm necessarily at um to want whatever it is I want. For example, let's just say that I want a car, but I don't have a job, for example. I'm not in a position to get a car because I don't have the money to work towards getting that car. You see what I mean? So life's a lot like that. Like, we want these things, but we are not in the position to get that thing, because we're not the person that we need to be in order to get that thing, is what I'm trying to essentially say. So what I had been learning is that the things that I want in life, I'm just gonna have to wait for, because the me that I am right now might not be capable of even handling the things that I want later on in the future, you know? So it's not that God is denying me, God is just delaying me, because they're prepping me for what it is that I want and need in my life. And the me that I am right now doesn't have the exact comprehension or energy to get that done. So I'm being put through a series of tests and obstacles to build me up into the character that I want, or excuse me, that I need to be in order to get the things that I want in my life. For example, if you want to become a CEO, you need to have a CEO mindset. That means everything around you has to change, and you within yourself have to change as well. So, creator, source, however you want to identify them, might put you through a series of tests where certain people you thought were your friends aren't your friends. You stop being friends with them, or they stop being friends with you. Or that person in your family that always telling you that you can't do anything, or is trying to doubt you, or is trying to make you go the way they want you to go. You guys lose contact all of a sudden, or something happens to them where they can't reach you anymore. So, like, I'm just using an example. So these things will happen where your circle is getting smaller, because you need to focus. And in order for you to become a CEO, you need to focus. You need to eliminate all the distractions, all the things in your life that won't help you get to the point of being a CEO. And then as you lose those things, you will gain the things that will help you become a CEO. So maybe you might randomly, like, stumble across somebody who works at a job next door to yours, or who just you just taking a walk, and you just stumble across this person, and you guys just start talking. And then they tell you that, hey, I'm a CEO, I run this company. And you're like, oh shit, I'm trying to become a CEO. And then you guys become friends. So it's just like, I just use that a little example, because it's like God will take away certain things from your life, and then give you things that are 10 times better to enable you to a position where you want to be. But in order for that to happen, you have to have patience. You might not understand in the moment why you are losing these things, but later down in the road you will, because nobody's going to understand in the now and the present, because it's like, what the fuck was happening? Like, why is my life being destroyed? And my back is popping like crazy while I'm talking about all this stuff. So it's like, what's happening? My life is being destroyed, but God's like, no, I'm only taking away things that aren't going to help you ascend. And in order for you to ascend, I need to take this away from you, and I'm not taking it from you. I'm just saying you don't need this anymore, and I'm going to give you something even better, to where it's just going to flourish your life, But we don't understand that in that moment, because in that moment we are attached to those things, we are bonded with those things. So we're like, okay, why would you take something like that away from me? I love this thing, or I love this person, or I love this place, And God's like, I understand that, but you will understand later on why these things happen, and why I had to take these things from you, because what I'm going to give you is going to be much better than what you had before. So in essence of that, I've been learning that whatever I lose, whatever does not evolve me, whatever does not shape me for the better, I do not need it. And within that moment, it always hurts. It's always going to hurt because it's within that moment. But I know later down the road, even if I don't understand now, I'm going to understand later. And that's the type of mindset I've been trying to adapt to and harness within myself, because things are going to change. That's inevitable. Things have to change. Change is a part of life, and change is the only constant in life. You know, things don't ever stay the same. Just like when there's an empty lot, a house is bound to get built there because someone wants to live there. That's a certain change that happened because someone wanted to be there. Or you leave a job because you don't want to be there anymore. That's a change that's going to happen because it's something that has to happen, you know? And when changes happen, it's very important to be patient, because I'm gonna let you guys know something. So throughout this whole YouTube channel, I've had a series of life changes. A lot of tower moments have happened to me. So I was like debating whether or not to say this, but I'm just gonna give you guys an example. For the past almost for the past month, so about like 3.5 weeks, I did not have a car, and I was just taking lifts to work back and forth. And you know how fucking expensive lifts are. You know, and there's been tears, there's been, you know, why is this happening to me? Why did the car break down? I just had a car, I was working fine, you know, what happened? And I didn't understand when all this was happening and why it happened, because I was just so stressed and just so like, you know, like, I need this car, I need to go to work, you know, I need to be able to pay these bills, you know, keep this house. And while all that was happening, all I could do really was cry and just talk to God, because it was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do know all I can do is all I can do. So I do know that I have enough money to get to work, and I do know I have enough money to get back home. That's all I knew. And I knew, it's funny about life, like, I knew that I would be okay, but within that moment I was not okay, because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and if this keeps up, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So while all this is happening, you know, I'm taking lifts back and forth to work and everything, I end up finding a car with my partner, and you know, it's a great car and everything. So we end up getting this car, everything's fine. And what that really taught me was that when I have no control over everything, all I can do is surrender, because I'm doing all I can do, which is having money to get to work. I can't control if the car broke down, or, you know, however that happened. You know, I can't control that. Like, that's out of my control. So, you know, while I was, you know, going through all that, you know, I was just talking to God and everything. I was like, God, you know, I need strength, be my strength, you know, be my guide, and, you know, help me throughout all this. And 3.5 weeks later, not even a month later, I end up getting a car, back on the road, getting to work now, saving money again, you know? So, like I was saying, even though we don't understand God's plan within that moment, God always has a better plan, you know? Always. And it's just really been teaching me that when things happen that's outside of your control, you just have to have patience and just know that, Luke, sorry, you just have to know that everything's going to be fine, even if it doesn't seem to be that way, you know? Even if it doesn't seem that way, it's going to be fine in the end, you know? Like I said, we never understand why things happen when it happens in the moment, but later down the road, we're going to look back at that time and be like, I know why that happened, you know? So I just wanted to share that with you all, because it was all of that was such an intense time. And you know what was crazy? That even throughout all of that was happening, I was very unnaturally calm. Like, never in my life have I been like calm about something I lost, which I needed. You know, I lost something that I needed, but yet and still, oh, I saw 10:10 on the time right when I turned around. Anyways, um, something I needed literally. I was calm about it being gone. You know, of course I was still stressed, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just get to work, and you know, that's all I can do. I didn't ask nobody for no money. I didn't borrow no money from nobody. I did it with me and my partner, and we got the car 3.5 weeks later. Isn't God amazing? It hadn't even been a whole month, and we got a car that was better than the last one. Like, God always has a plan for you. I'm telling you, you just have to see it through and stay strong. Cause, child, I know having faith is a very challenging thing to do, but like it's said and done, many are called but few are chosen. So if you can stick it out through that or through whatever you going through, you can get through anything. Okay? Cause it's a lot of shit that's going on right now that we literally have to just get on our knees for and just ask God for help, because what else can I do? You know? And when you get on your knees, you're in a perfect position to pray, to ask for help, and help will come. Help will come. And I'm a testament to that each and every day. Help will come. And while all this was happening, God sent some of the most sweetest people my way to help me with the car. Like for example, when getting the car, my partner, my mate's name is Chris. The dude that was selling us the car's name is Chris. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll give you guys two racks for it. And you know, my partner got it down just to 18, you know? So it's just like when God has this plan set up for you, it's always going to be even better than the last one, you know? Even better than the one you thought you had planned for you, you know? So just remember, patience is a virtue. You need patience, because if you don't have it, you might rush into things that could hurt you. And I knew that just as easily as I could put a car or I could get a car fast, what if I bought the wrong one, you know? Or somebody was making it sound good and it looked good, but it's got all this fucked up shit, you know, around it, you know? Stuff like that. Also, just to like elaborate on the part when I was saying like God brought like kind people in my life, my partners, my mates, uncle is a mechanic, and he's like, you know, he was looking at the car, all of it for free, even bought parts for the car too. So it was just like, look at God. Like, we'd be sitting up here worried and be like, oh my God, like this, that, oh, I just, you know, but God be like, look at this little chicken head worrying, knowing that I got them anyways, you know? And you know, we're only human. We can't help but worry, you know? Can't help but worry when you're on this dimension. There's a lot of shit that happens. But, you know, that's what I just wanted to share with you guys. And I hope, you know, this brought you guys comfort and, you know, just something that you could use in your life as a stepping stone, because all I'm here to do is showcase my journey. And if that helps you in your life, that guides you in your life, that's freaking great. And I'm so glad and I'm honored to be a part of your journey and a guide throughout your journey, because you don't have to be here sitting here watching me and watching my videos, you know, but you are. And I appreciate every last one of you that do. You know, that matters to me, and that helps me in my life too as well. So, you know, I'm taking it one step at a time, but I swear I'm getting into better places every day, you know, and I hope you are as well. But that's all I have for you guys. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.